Alright, last weekend in July, gonna look at the garden real quick, the main garden here. We've had our squash has been growing, the leaves have been growing very, very productive and crazy, but haven't had a whole lot of new fruit. Not sure what's going on with that, but I don't want lots of leaves, I want lots of fruit. Anyway, so things have been just going along pretty good. Basically, our tomatillos, I'm pretty happy with them. They started to rebound. I was worried that they weren't going to make it. These are, once again, these are part of our late season transplants, and they weren't doing very well at all. But now the plant has started to put out some new stuff. I had to move it around a little bit to get it in the position I wanted and clip it up here. But it started to put out some new fruit, so hopefully we'll see some. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a good one. Need some good fruit in there soon, instead of all this little stuff that was just basically falling off. And our other little plant is doing okay too. He wasn't as big, but he's basically coming back as well, and you can see he's got some new fruit on there as well. So very good. We'll be looking forward to that and pretty soon. And here's the old and mature fruit, and you can see, I don't know, it actually might be okay. It's just a golden little tomatillo there. I think this is called Husky Gold or something like that, but that's it. So, a little papery husk, little fruit inside. We'll just have to see when they get bigger and more appropriately. So, our aromas have tastes almost nutty right there. Anyway, aromas haven't really grown. The plants themselves have not been growing much at all. I'm not sure exactly what the deal with that is, but they really haven't changed their height at all. But they've been very, very, very productive. I mean, they're putting all their energy into kicking out fruit, as you can see. I mean, goodness, there's like 3 dozen tomatoes on there, and they're not tiny tomatoes either, so it's just kind of weird. I expected the plants to keep growing a bit, but they just kind of stopped. So I don't know if that's their height, and they're just short but heavy producers, and we'll just have to see. If you look at the back wall over there, we can also see their other tomatoes. Those 4 there on the north side, left side here, are all another type of paste tomato, but they're the same thing. They're that tall, and that's it. They're heavy producing, but they're not growing any taller. And I think the difference is that these two the Roma types that we have over here, and then the paste type over there, Health Kick, are what they call determinate, meaning they're determinate height. They're not going to grow any taller than that. It's just, normally I've seen the plants grow taller than that, but I don't know if that's what the deal is or whatnot. But you can clearly see the ones over there. Those are the other 3 varieties. They are vining tomatoes, also called indeterminate, meaning they will grow. Their height is indeterminate, meaning it will grow as long as it can. And I had to actually top some of those off there because they kept growing. But those ones, as you can see, are forming really long, skinny plants. Those ones are more bush type. So anyway, so they're still producing fantastic tomatoes. So as long as they're producing, I'm fine with that. As long as the plants are okay, and just not sure if there's something going on with them. Our red okra is coming up quite good. The let's see, birdhouse gourd here coming up, getting big, so I'm happy with that. Looks like the other one didn't show up, but that's fine. We got one. That's all we really need. Green beans. I don't know exactly what this stuff here is. Something weird going on there. But other than that, things are going good. Still haven't seen any flowers and no beans yet. It's still growing, as you can see up top here. All over the places it grabs me. So soon, hopefully, it'll stop growing and start producing some green beans. Same thing with these beans back here. I'm very happy that they're growing still. They haven't produced any beans, but we've got some nice red flowers so far for the Scarlet Runner beans. They have that same type of stuff going on there. And then our hyacinth beans are still just vining out. Haven't seen any flowers, but they're going okay. And then, once again, what we pointed out on the other side, basically our paste type Health Kick, they're doing very well. nice big tomatoes. But like I said, the plants are not, these ones are pretty much staying the same height. This one has started to grow just a little bit more, so I'm not sure if they're just taking a break while they put out those tomatoes or whatnot. And then you can see these guys here, excuse me, the yellow pear. I just picked a bunch yesterday, so there'll probably be a few there. The yellow pear, the Juliet here, and then our San Marzano. We haven't got a San Marzano yet. They're still taking their time to get developed. I think this plant was the smallest of them, if I recall. Yeah, it was the smallest, but still we haven't seen any harvest or any ripe fruit yet. So we can see them there. They look kind of like a Roma, plum type, paste type, whatever you want to call it. And then the Juliets, and then the yellow pear. So these smaller fruited varieties are viney, and as you can see, they keep growing and growing. And I cut them off there to try to make them stop growing and just keep producing out laterally. I need to look into our asparagus bed here. There's one of the stalks. Basically, it's kind of, oh, this one's actually done the same thing. One of them became completely rust colored like that, golden, and dried up. And I just cut it out. It was the big one laying down here. And I don't know what is going on in there. If there's something going on bad, or if it's just like nothing to worry about. So I need to look into it, because as we all remember, asparagus beds haven't even eaten any of this asparagus yet. It's been a year and a half. I don't want to have something wipe out the bed after all that time and effort. So, okay, the zucchini, this is our golden zucchini here, Gold Rush. It's a yellow zucchini, and it is super productive. And right now the vines are just super crazy. And I haven't been going in there to really work on them to get those leaves, to decrease the number of leaves and prune it out. So it's just been going like gangbusters here. We can see some of the fruits there growing right there and there. I do really like them. They taste really good, and also they're really easy to see because they are yellow. It's much easier to see the yellow fruit in there with all the green stuff versus the regular zucchini. It's green on green, and so it's easy to miss it. So I do like that. Our patty pan sunburst here has one fruit down there right now. It hasn't been super productive this year, and you can see that the leaves are kind of yellowish, and I don't know if it's having some squash bugs snack on it. I haven't really been in there much to clean out and to check them, but it's produced a few, but not that many plants, and the plant hasn't been very vigorous, and then the fruits haven't been very abundant either. We've had a lot of zucchini already, but I don't see a single plant in there, or a single fruit in there right now. There's all these leaves, but nothing right now. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with it either. Just a lot of weird things going on around here. These eggplants this one has completely stopped putting out any flowers. I guess there's maybe one or two, but it already bore some fruit, and now it's kind of like just stepping back and relaxing. Maybe it's been too hot for a long time, I'm not sure. And that little guy hasn't produced much either. These are our late season transplants here. As you can see, this is why we're probably not going to do it again. We've got yellowing leaves. There are a couple flowers, but just not very good results at all. That eggplant over there has produced nothing. Basically, it's just been sitting there, and there's nothing around it. So it's just been a good lesson to know that, that's not what you want to do. Get those late season ones. It's just going to be too hot for it to reliably transplant. Well, without a huge delay. I'm sure eventually they will, but kick out, but not worth it. Plant early. Here's our corn, which is looking fantastic. It's getting full. Matter of fact, it might have some corn in a couple weeks, which would be very cool and exciting. So it's now probably 7 feet tall, and just continuing to fatten up. So we'll keep an eye on that and look forward to that. With the peppers and okra, we finally got tons of blooms finally on our marigolds, which is good. Got a little splash of color, and also they say the scent of the marigold kind of repels some insects, so that's good. Basil's doing well. We only have our 2 soybean plants on this side. Here's our chocolate bell. You can start to see it starting to turn a little bit. I got rid of a couple of them because they were sunburned, but those 2 there look like they might make it. Now that has a little bit of sunburn, we'll have to see. And this is another one of those transplants, late season, just not doing well. It'll eventually see we got some green leaves, so it'll just take some time. But it's already been over a month since I planted them, and they basically haven't done anything except sit there and try to adjust. So our poblano here, and then our Big Jim Anaheim chili, or whatever, or Big Jim New Mexico chili. They're both big plants with big peppers, and neither of them could stand upright. So I had to kind of rig some stuff up here by taking the poblanos over and clipping them in, and making a lasso around the Big Jim plant to pull it over. So next year I'm definitely going to need to plant them somewhere on the perimeter where I can stake them up, type thing, because they are not big enough, strong enough to hold themselves up. They were leaning all into things, so hopefully that'll make things a little easier for the other plants. We've got some okra doing very well, fighting off the ant and aphid infestation, but they are producing a few plants. We still have some of our sweet banana peppers. They're doing okay there and there, and that's pretty much it for those. We took by mistake, we had took some of the mariachis before they turned. They are going to turn like a different color, like red or yellow or something like that. So we're just going to leave those on there, because we picked some by somebody picked some by accident, and we just have let them sit on the counter and start to turn red. So we'll just let them ripen on the vine next time and get a better outcome. So we're definitely getting some nice poblanos forming, some nice other big stuffing peppers. So looking forward to that. And then our spring garden still kind of here. A lot of it probably needs to be pulled out. We've taken out some onions and stuff, and it's just been kind of meh. So eventually we'll just take it all out and prepare it for maybe some more a fall garden with some stuff. We'll just have to look into it and see what we got. So lots and lots of tomatoes forming. You can see them on the backside too. So that's very exciting. Peppers over there on the south side of the house. So we got a little onion, so now we can make some salsa. And corn will be here soon. Squash is kind of dying down. I don't know if it's going to be mostly done. It's just weird. Anyway, a lot of things to investigate and check out, but it's always lots of adventures here in the garden. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.